welcome back to another mother freaking YouTube video. Today, as you can see by the title, I'm going to be speaking on how you are getting in the way, how you yourself, the perception that you have of yourself is the thing that is might be getting in the way of the breakthrough that you've been praying so hard, to God for, or even you experiencing a better reality, right? I've spoken about how to not let your reality affect your inner state, right? The way you feel your emotions. But today, I want to focus on the topic of you. Before you fully tune into today's video, go all the way down to my first video so you are aware of what my channel is about. And let's just get straight into it. We know how we affect our reality, right? We co create our reality with God, and the way we influence our reality is by our thoughts, emotions, and then habits, which is, habits, behaviors, and then boom, that creates your reality. From a thought, then how you feel, then how you act. And that's how, even in your own life, in your own reality, you can either keep your frequency high or keep your frequency low. Based on my own experiences, right, in regards to myself, like, y'all, a lot of y'all, your breakthrough is tied to your confidence and your self-worth and the power, being aware of your power, right, within yourself. Like, why would God give you and get you to the promised land if you don't know your identity, you don't know who you are, right? You have no confidence within yourself. You're still seeking external validation. You just don't know you. Like, if you were to get what you've been praying for so bad, you probably would get eaten alive. There are so many times where I'm like, God, I'm ready. And then something small comes up and I'm like, yeah, I'm messing up, And it's not that you are not supposed to mess up. It's about the way that you are holding, like withholding, I feel like, the power within yourself. A lot of y'all are scrolling on social media every day and you're getting inspired, or you're looking at someone who might have the reality, who might have the life that you might want to experience, right? And how did they affect their own reality or life to get to the point to where they're at? Their confidence. I've seen a lot of people that I look up to that have so much, like, they have confidence, like they are radiating that power, that energy, vibration, frequency, alignment. Those things do not lie. It's like me saying, I am the daughter of the Most High, then I experience a spiritual attack. I don't know my authority. Girl, you just said you were the daughter of the Most High. You're not walking like it. You're not talking like it. Those entities, those spirits, dark energies, whatever, they're laughing at me. They will be laughing at me like, mm, yeah, you're the daughter of the Most High, but yet you're still scared. But there's a point where we have to really stop looking at other people and we have to start looking at ourselves. There's a point where we have to stop looking at other people and we have to start looking at ourselves and how we are affecting our own lives. Because we sometimes go blame others, the involvement of other people and the external stuff. But, like, how do you see yourself? In my own experience, right? You guys might have heard of imposter syndrome. I think I don't have the exact definition, right? But it's kind of like when you just cannot accept, like, a compliment. Like, for example, I'm gonna give an example, and this is due to my experience. I've come across a lot of people, right, in my life who always have supported me, always looked at the good within me. Like, even though I would be in the lowest of lowest times, they would always highlight good things within me. Like, Danny, I believe in you. You have my full support. Like, girl, you're able to do this. Yada yada yada. But me being in denial and accepting of myself, I've affected my own potential even. Is you being in denial or you not wanting to accept you are worthy, you are great. You're like, nah, I can't do this. But yet you're getting so many compliments and approvals of other people, but you cannot integrate that in your head, right? And that's honestly sucks. That might be of, childhood trauma or something. Not necessarily trauma, but me for such a long time, right? Me for such a long time, right? It's not that I need people to support me. It's not that I need that, that external support, but that feels good. When someone tells you they believe in you, when someone tells you they support you no matter what, when someone is just there for you, it feels good. And for such a long time, I didn't have that. I didn't have that. Sometimes parents don't think that sometimes what their child wants is someone to believe in them. That's kind of deep, right? But it's honestly true. I'm a person that sometimes, if someone just writes to me something nice, if someone just supports me, that's everything to me. Like that can switch up my mood, light up my mood, and I'm like, damn, what I'm doing is worth it. Like, someone is seeing me, someone is actually kind of like validating what I'm doing. I feel like God put me in a place where it's like, girl, I believe in you, and I only need you to believe in yourself. And God has put me in a place where it's like, you either do it and you trust yourself, and you trust that I'm walking with you, and you continue the journey and continue to walk blindly even when you cannot see, but you follow the pull of your intuition, you follow the pull of the spirit, right? Because God is within all of us, and you keep on going no matter what you're experiencing, no matter if you have no support, right? From that being at a moment a negative thing, like, oh my God, like, I have no support, to me actually being like, you know what, it's time to stand up business. It's time to, do, it's time to do it. You either do it or you don't. We have to be honest. That external approval, that external validation is just going to leave you dry. It's just going to leave you thirsty for more, because it does not matter how many of your friends believe in you. It does not matter how many of your friends support you if you don't believe that yourself. It doesn't matter how many people call you beautiful. It doesn't matter how many people call you handsome. It doesn't matter how many people say, how many people admire you. If you cannot be in front of the mirror and actually affirm that and actually believe that and actually be confident in that, right? Because you're the one experiencing your own reality. They're not the ones, your friends are not the one experiencing your journey in your life, right? So a lot of the times we just go outside trying to seek that, and it comes to a point where it's like to really sit back and be like, do I actually believe in myself? Like, what is, okay, this is what other people think about me, you right? And it can be good things, bad things that people are thinking about you, but how am I thinking about myself? Because I'm the one who's going to affect in my everyday life. How am I viewing myself? Do I view myself as worthy? Do I actually view myself as confident? Because everything you want outside of yourself, God is going to ask you to, life is going to be like, can you give those things to yourself within, so you can actually be aligned to those things? And you cannot lie to God. You cannot lie to, alignment cannot be, it's something that's not lied. Like, it's truth. Is it actually aligned? Are you actually aligned with the things that you want, with the things that you are desiring within your heart, or are you not? Are you actually believing in that, or are you not? Like, I had my own experiences where I walked in rooms and I'm like, yeah, I'm telling myself I'm confident, but then, girl, you're not. You're not being confident. Like, you have to be truthful with yourself. And a lot of the things when it comes to self concept, it's about being truthful with yourself. It's about getting rid of that imposter syndrome, like accepting who you are, and also accepting the bad things, right? We all have flaws. So we all carry flaws. Like, we're not perfect. But can I still accept, even when I'm not perfect, can I still move through the fear, right? Can I still move through things and know myself? Those people that got to where they need to be, it's because they moved past the fears, they moved past their insecurities, but they also knew the good traits that they have within them. Like, they also accepted that. Like, you know what? It's not about being egotistical. It's about accepting and recognizing yourself. Like, a lot of the times previously, I would be like, I don't want to come off too much as this. I don't want to sound too much as this. I don't want to. I don't want to. And then you don't even know how God is looking at you, and God is like, oh, I want you to experience. Yesterday, I posted on my TikTok, and I was like, I was walking to the park, right? And I was like, sometimes I feel afraid of admitting and showing, accepting and being grounded in my full divinity. Like, you are all extensions of God. You're an extension of the Most High. You have divinity within you, right? And it's not a bad thing to reflect that. It's not a bad thing to go into rooms and be radiant. It's not a bad thing to walk in confidence. It's not a bad thing. Sometimes I get like, I don't want people to look at me. I just don't want to. Sometimes there are times where I'm like, I don't feel good, but then people compliment me and I'm like, damn, I guess I don't, like, really how other people perceive you is so different than how you might be perceiving yourself. It's always better to lean on towards how you feel, right? Because, like I said, a million people can be admiring you, and if you're not accepting the worthiness that you have within yourself, then it does not matter. It's not going to matter in the long run. I've learned to first fully accept myself. And if there isn't control in the changes that I can make while I'm trying to make the progress that I want to make, then that's good, right? In letting go of old versions of yourself and leveling up spiritually, it comes to a point where you have to start to recognize yourself. Like, really give yourself credit. Like, I had this thought, a while back, like, a lot of the times you're walking through a dark tunnel, and the only thing that people will see is you walking out of the dark tunnel, right? Once you walk out of the dark tunnel that you're experiencing in your life, and you go out, you exit that tunnel and you finally get to see the light, the only thing that people will see is you coming out of that light, you know? They're not going to see the things that you were experiencing while you were walking during that dark tunnel. Like, they haven't witnessed the battles, the things that you're fighting with, your demons, whatever it was, whatever dark things you were experiencing when you were walking that tunnel. But once you see the light, people think, oh, oh, you're all right, you're fine. Like, you have no scratches. They only get to see that version, but they don't see the version that was in the pit, right? So that's why that gave me more confidence within myself, actually. Through my bad experiences, I'm like, dang, no one knows what I'm going through. Like, no one really knows. I'm getting more into journaling. I have my journal all the way over there. But start listing the good traits. Not only that people see in yourself, but also that you yourself see in yourself. And start affirming. Honestly, positive affirmations, playing positive affirmations after, you have your morning routine, or part of, playing positive affirmations after your morning routine, or actually like being it a part of your morning routine after meditation or during your meditation is actually helpful. Or even record like a voice memo. I am. Like, some people don't believe that that actually helps. Some people might believe that doesn't work, but it's all about reprogramming your mind and integrating that into your subconscious. And then once you feel that, then you will embody that. Then that's going to reflect that in your outer reality. So, yeah, y'all. I hope this video helped you. I hope this video gave you some good advice. You resonated with it. Comment down below any things that you've been struggling with, or, you know, any changes that you're looking to make in based on you changing the self-concept of yourself. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next